Hello paddlers! Today I'm in Sheboygan, Wisconsin. Right behind me is the Sheboygan River and over there is Lake Michigan. Why Sheboygan? I don't know, because it's here and I've never paddled it before. I don't know the first thing about Sheboygan other than what's been indicated on the highway signs is they make an awful lot of sausage in this part of the state. I have my sea kayak with me today because I wanted to have a boat that could handle Lake Michigan if the weather is conducive for me to paddling out there. But I did opt to launch on the river and test the waters there before I brave the big open water of one of the Great Lakes. I was about to launch downtown when some kind stranger tipped me off that Kiwanis Park here is really the place to launch if you're going to paddle the Sheboygan River. Not only Kiwanis Park is a lovely sprawling park in the middle of Sheboygan, but they have one of these super nifty kayak launches. And thank you, kind stranger, you just saved me $7 in launch fee. There's no launch fees here at Kiwanis Park. A lot of people with balance or mobility challenges would benefit tremendously from this type of a canoe or kayak launch. I actually don't like them because I prefer to launch off of a dock. I'm also not a real big fan of dragging my Kevlar boat across these rollers, but that's what I have and it'll do for now. One of the things I discovered in Sheboygan while I was roaming around the area this morning is a lovely chocolate shop, and I definitely indulged, so I need to get some miles in today. Let's go. I'm told that this is the spot to launch from because you can go downriver and get more of an urban paddle, yet you can go upriver from here and get a little bit more of the nature. It wouldn't be Wisconsin without a riverfront beer garden. I don't know how far I'll be able to go. I don't want to risk hitting any rocks, but I have a feeling I can go plenty far and then just head back downriver to the lake. This certainly is Birdtopia back here. It is absolutely the perfect weather to be paddling in Wisconsin. Today it's only about 75 degrees, a little bit of wind, kind of overcast. Hey! I'm not quite 2 miles in upriver from Kiwanis Park, and I've seen an egret, and I just saw a heron that I scared away. It's getting kind of shallow here a couple of times. Oh, actually right here it's not that bad. But a couple of times already I've had to switch to a really low angle stroke because I didn't want to wreck my carbon blade. So I don't think I can go a whole lot farther, but I'm going to go until I can't. I don't know, what do you think? This is lovely, but this particular spot is no place for Kevlar. Maybe if I go around the rocks, I think there's another deep, long stretch over there. What do you think? I don't know. This Kevlar boat has definitely seen some action. It's not like it's in pristine condition. So I think I'm going to go for it. Maybe. I really want to see what's around the next bend. I think I'm going to proceed with caution, and if I can't get past, I can't get past. I don't want to risk screwing up the hull of my Kevlar boat. Well, that didn't happen, but that's okay. I thought I could probably navigate against the current, but I was a little bit afraid that when I turned around and came back, it would have been a little harder to control my speed and I would hit one of those rocks and potentially screw up the hull of my boat. So no big deal. I'm gonna turn around and there's lots more river to explore before I get back to downtown Sheboygan. And if the wind cooperates, maybe I'll hit Lake Michigan. Lots more to see. What's a railroad bridge without a little railroad bridge graffiti? The wind has increased from 8 miles an hour to 11 miles an hour since I've launched, so probably not a good day to hit Lake Michigan, but I've got some time yet. We'll see what the wind does. I don't know what any of these factories do that I can see up in the distance. I'm just going to go on the assumption that they're all making sausage. Wow, look at that fine specimen. That shouldn't be on the riverbank. Something happened to my rudder. I pull it up and down, but I can't turn. Every now and then that happens. It just gets kind of wonky. I don't want to force it, so I'm going to have to get out somewhere. Until I can, I'm just going to pull up the rudder. No big deal. It's happened before. Hopefully it's just not stuck for good this time. Not being able to steer with my feet is driving me crazy. But I could see the launch from here. Not nearly ready to be done paddling, but I have got to hop out and fix that rudder. And then I will continue on to downtown Sheboygan. Super easy. Let's try exit. It's fine. Back in business. Crisis averted. Another sausage factory, no doubt. It's actually called Poor Malt, which is a malting company. Because of course it is. I suddenly want a popsicle. So this building on my left here, according to Google Maps, is the Garten Toy Factory Apartments. I'm going to assume that was at one point in time a toy factory. That's a cool building. Did that really used to be a toy factory?
I don't think so. I think that's just the storage.
I'm gonna have to do some research now.
I'm interested in that too. Knowing that story.
All right, let's see. Founded in Sheboygan by Eustace Bassingdale Garten in 1879. For 94 years, the company manufactured coaster wagons, sleds, tricycles, pedal cars, scooters, and other toys for children. Now you know. Cool. Renovated Water Street development in distance with many downtown restaurants and shops. apparently not quite all of the parts of the Water Street district have yet been renovated. Any guesses what Rockline does? Largest global producers of consumer products specializing in wet wipes and coffee filters. That's the launch that would have been $7, and I only launched a mile away from there for free. Downtown Sheboygan is not very big. I'm getting really close to Lake Michigan already. See what the surface looks like before I decide if I get it or not. Downtown Sheboygan has this cool little harbor town feel, and literally I can smell sausages. It smells like hot dogs, but it's making me pretty hungry. Over there is the Blue Harbor Resort. Indoor water park, miniature golf. As I'm getting closer to Lake Michigan, put on my life jacket. I think it's just a little bit too windy to go out there today. We're going to get really, really close. Yeah, I feel like it's going to be too windy out on the big water, but I can still paddle through the harbor here just for fun. I considered launching from here at the harbor on the lakeshore when I first pulled into Sheboygan, but I had anticipated there'd be a whole lot of power boats coming and going, and they don't like it when us lowly paddlers get in their way. See that when I passed by the first one. Well, I think it's one of those things to clean your fish, but I think it's utilized a little bit more for a goose and duck toilet. I've paddled with gators before, but I've never seen a croc in the wild. I really don't want that thing to end up in Lake Michigan, so I guess here's my good deed for the day. Someone's having a wedding. That wraps it up for the Sheboygan River. I wouldn't exactly call it a destination paddle, but if you happen to be in Sheboygan, it's a nice little 8 miles from Kiwanis Park, up river about 2 miles, down to Lake Michigan and back. I've only ever been in Sheboygan once before, so I've seen the river from the Riverwalk, but I've never seen the Riverwalk from the river. There's a lot of cute little shops and restaurants to stop at there, and I can easily see making a weekend out of downtown Sheboygan. As for me, I don't know what my next destination is. I never know where the rivers are going to call me next. So please be sure to subscribe so you don't miss any of my next adventures. See you next time.